Okay. Hey, Dave. Well, Zane Adams, man, I never even heard of the guy. He looked pretty good. What'd you think of him? What made him so tough today?
Yeah, he threw a lot of strikes and kept some guys off balance. We let some good pitches go by and swung at bad pitches and uh, got ourselves out a lot. But, I think give him credit, he was ahead in the count. And we didn't get him early. We hit some balls hard early and they went at people, and I think our hitters got a little frustrated, pressing a little bit, but he walked two hitters the whole game as both well, he walked one, and Aloy, and then Davis walked Aloy again there in the ninth. But they didn't give us anything, and we didn't hit very well, obviously.
And then Brady, I think that was his most innings in an SEC start, most since early March against I don't know, some Murray State or somebody. Just I know he pitched with some traffic, but what'd you think of Brady's game?
I thought he battled, competed. Really did not have his breaking ball for the first three innings because we were a little concerned because he couldn't land it maybe one time in three innings, and then the last couple innings, he started throwing it a little more around the plate, got a strikeout or two with it, and, was able to get us through five, just down a run. And, that, hey, that's all you can ask. He did his job.
And maybe with Alabama scoring five, it didn't turn out to be so big. But when Sprague Lott didn't score from third, it looked like there was some hesitation or confusion or something. What was your take on that play?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to think the play out a little bit before the pitch. And the ball was hit to the left of the third baseman from a left-handed hitter, so it's kind of sliced on the ground. And he hesitated because he thought he was going to field it and run into an out. But the worst thing that could happen is you run into an out. If he fields, he's going to throw him out at first anyway. The ball was to the fielder's left. Just run. If he fields it, see what happens. But if he had no chance to score really when he stopped and then tried to start again. So yeah, that was a little mistake there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I got a couple more, but I see others with questions. So I'll turn it back over to Oliver. And if I could ask a couple more at the end. Thanks.
Okay.
Christina?
Yeah, Dave, you put Peyton Holt back in left today. Just what was your evaluation of him? I know he had the big double play in the first.
I thought he played great the two games he played in. I mean, his first at bat, he hit a line drive to center, right center. When left at bat, we thought it was going to drop. There were two outs and a runner on second, and McCants ran in and made a nice catch. And he just missed another ball that he flew out to left pretty deep or center, left center. I liked his approach at the plate. It was really good to see as we're trying to figure out what to do over there. And right now I'd say it's his spot.
And then Will McIntyre got hit a little bit more this weekend than usual. Just what did you see in his two outings, especially today's?
Yeah, maybe just not as sharp as he has been. We didn't pitch him in the midweek, trying to rest him up, but you give Alabama's hitters credit. They just sat on that cutter away, and if it wasn't in the zone, they didn't chase it. And they blooped one in on him, and some things did not go our way. Obviously, they had two ground ball base hits inside the third base, first base line, and blooper down the right field line. I mean, it's just sometimes when you're swinging, you're aggressive, good things happen, or sometimes it's your day, sometimes it's not. But I didn't think Will threw the ball bad at all. I think just one of those things, really.
Daniel?
Hey, Coach. Kendall Diggs is you put him back in the leadoff spot. Just anything on the thought process there after Peyton?
Yeah, just trying to shake it up a little bit. Just trying to find a way to score some runs. And I thought Peyton swung the bat really good Friday and Saturday. Looked like a guy that was going to drive in some runs. And I thought, well, I'll move him down a little bit and kind of stagger the lineup and move Kendall up. And he seems to be taking a lot of pitches, some pitches that early in the count. I thought, well, kind of acting like a leadoff guy, I'll put him up in the leadoff spot. And didn't really work, did it?
And then you said you didn't know much about Coach Vaughn coming into the series. I guess having played his team 3 times now, just what are your thoughts?
They got a good team. I thought they had a good team 3 weeks ago. Conference play started, and they got off to a tough start, but they swing the bat as good as anybody we've played in conference play for sure. And, they're going to win some games.
Thanks, Coach.
So I'll close it out.
Dave, you coming home, quick turnaround. You got Texas Tech. It's not like you're playing, some rinky-dink program. Just what do you think about coming home and having Texas Tech? Two tough games, and how important is it to try to get back on track while you're home before you got to go back on the road again?
Yeah, I just want to play good. I think it's great that we're playing a good team with a Power 5 team, big name, a lot of tradition. I think it's probably the best thing that could happen to us after losing 2 straight. We get to, we got to play good. We're going to play good or we'll get beat again. And I think it's good for this team. They need to play good.
Yeah, I don't know what Tech did today, but they lost yesterday to TCU. Before they'd won 8 in a row, so it looks like they're playing pretty well. Do you know? Do you know? I know you're obviously focused on Alabama. So, do you know much about Tech?
Yeah, I know some things, but I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Okay. And then it took 35 games for you guys to lose back to back. Most coaches would probably take that. I know you don't like losing, but just how do you feel about the fact? I mean, you're still 30-5 and 12-3 in the league. I mean, most people would appreciate having a record like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of the guys. They've played hard. You know that it's not going to go your way every weekend. This game is they can eat you up a little bit. So we just got to move on. We got to get better. I'll try to mix up the lineups a little bit this Tuesday and Wednesday and give guys an opportunity to play. And, maybe something will jump out at us that, somebody's going to show us they need to play or pitch.
How did this Tech series get scheduled? I know that I guess they've come here before, but how did it get scheduled? And do you guys go back to Lubbock next year or the year after that? Or I assume you have to return the games.
They were just looking to get on the road. I think this week worked for them. I don't know I don't know exactly, but they put something out that they were looking for some games this week, and we had opening, when we were scheduling a year or so ago, and it just worked out. We don't have plans to go back there.
Okay, it's got one more question on my favorite name player, Peyton Holt. He's an older guy. Obviously, he's done well for you. I think we all knew when Stovall came back, he was the second baseman, obviously. But what does it say about Peyton that he kind of, waited his turn? I think he started 14 or 15 games, but now that, you give him a chance and he's really taking advantage of it.
Well, he's a good teammate. Even when he wasn't playing, he was cheering guys on and staying in the game and ready to pinch hit or go in. And the coaches and I'm sure the players really appreciate that. They'll pull for him, but he's a good player. We were just trying to figure out how to get him in the lineup, and we had him pretty much working in the outfield exclusively the last few days, and thought he played well yesterday and made a couple nice plays today. And obviously, he swung the bat. He was real competitive at the plate, and that's all you want to see.
I got one more. The hitting, obviously didn't go well this weekend. Do you feel like that just some teams go through, especially in the SEC, or how do you feel about your hitting right now?
Yeah, I mean, we struggled this weekend, obviously, really from about mid-game on Friday, but we still had a chance to win yesterday. Today, not so much, but had a chance to win when guys aren't, really producing. It's really this weekend was more about timely hitting. We didn't get too many of them, and that's kind of what cost us. Alabama got some big 2-out hits that kind of did it to us, put us away a little bit. So yeah, I mean, you worry about it, but I think we're going to be fine. We need to get back, relax, and play good baseball.
Bybee, you're going to start him Tuesday, or
Not sure yet. One of the two, right or left, but I'll talk to Coach Hobbs. They're both available, obviously.
okay? Thanks, Dave.
Coach,
Okay.
thanks for your time.
Okay.